Okay, look, I know today is a manga news kind of video, but I could not help wearing my Zelda headband in honor of the new Zelda game that's going to be coming out later this year, Echoes of Wisdom. I'm so excited, and I just had to like wear it just to promote it and mention that news because I'm so excited. Hello friends, happy Monday. So very excited that you're here. We're going to be diving into some manga news, don't worry. I know I started off with Zelda, but I could not refrain. But oh my goodness, y'all, there was so many wonderful news that released last week. Very, very excited for today's video. Was eagerly looking forward to the chance to be filming today or filming at this moment when I'm sitting down, because I just felt like there was so many great things that are coming out that I was like, I don't even know where to start, but we're going to start with the biggest, most exciting one, or at least I thought, because there was another one that was really, really exciting. And I will say a lot of manga covers and magazine covers are going to be shared in this video because y'all, the news came out Friday. Snowy with the red hair is returning from hiatus. She is going to be in I think it's like the September issue or something of Lala. I am so excited. That was like the perfect way to celebrate Hinata's birthday because his birthday was also on Friday, and I just was like, this day is amazing. Having news that Snowy with the red hair is coming back from hiatus, like, oh my goodness, I totally squealed at my computer chair, all of that when I heard and found out. It was absolutely wonderful, and knowing it is coming back is just so very amazing. I still have not read, was it volume 26 that recently came out, because I was reading Kakariko last week and now I'm reading Condition Called Love and absolutely loving it. Like, this is my this is my second time reading it and it's been great. The latest volume, volume 8, will be new content for me. But yes, Snowy with the red hair, it's coming back, y'all. Be prepared. That was also not the only exciting news of last week. Like, honestly, this next bit of news, that was the news I was most excited for. I don't know what day it came out, but as you may or may have not known, the creator of Community Totoke came back and she has been writing again, and she recently started, I guess, serializing once again, and she has been working on this high school, slightly paranormal or supernatural manga. I'm assuming it's a romance. I honestly don't know. The name of it is Gust and Beats, and y'all, the first volume cover came out. Look at it. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. They said or mentioned that this is the first time she has gone all digital since 2006. Very, very excited. I'm like, please, Viz, license this. I don't care if we just have only one volume right now. I will be happy. I will be content. I would love to read more of her work. I know we have Community Totoke, From Me to You, Soulmate. We are currently getting that one. It's ongoing. I think it's either 3 or 4 volumes. Volume 2 comes out next month. Very much looking forward to that. But to even know have more of her work, I will take it all. I will take it. She's such a phenomenal creator. And so this looks and sounds amazing. I saw some like illustrations of it, and I think how it sounds is the main girl goes to school and one of her classmates, who's a guy, doesn't. And he's got something going on, like he hardly ever shows up. And so I don't know if it's her getting to know him, but she does have interactions with him. And again, it just looks amazing. I'm really, really excited to know that, hey, there is a volume 1 cover. So eventually, hopefully, we will get it licensed in English. When that time will be, I don't know, but I hope it's sooner rather than later. That was not the only like shiny art that has been coming out, because recently Hanatsume, the 14th issue, I think it is, yes, the 14th issue recently just dropped in Japan last week. I was excited for this because the free goodie that was included with the magazine as a gift to readers was a Yona of the Dawn art pad. And look at this art. Look at it. It is so stunning. And supposedly when you hold it up to the light, the sunlight will actually shine through it and create a slightly different image. And I'm like, so cool, so cool. One of my friends is actually in Japan right now, and I messaged her, I was like, hey, this magazine just came out today. I was like, you should go get it because it's probably super cheap and you can get this super cool art. It's just so beautiful. I love the cover too of like the actual Hanatsume magazine, but I love the Yona of the Dawn artwork so much. It's just so beautiful. And not only that, but I think last week, volume 44, it recently released in Japan. Not only that, guess how many Yona of the Dawn copies are out in circulation? This also includes digital, so paperback and digital, for 44 volumes. 15 million. 15 million volumes of Beyond of the Dawn out there worldwide. Isn't that amazing? That is like mind-blowing to me to know there are so many people who own Beyond of the Dawn, who are reading Beyond of the Dawn. Like, that is incredible. I did mention how Beyond of the Dawn was a series that I was not prepared for it to end, though I'm hoping it ends on a positive note, because the Beyond of the Dawn scan readers, they need to be more respectful of us who are not reading scans, because I saw so many spoilers. It's ridiculous at this point, and I'm just like, this is really, really heartbreaking. Just hoping that there is definitely going to be some good, happy ending in store. I mean, hopefully. I mean, if there's 15 million copies in circulation right now, there's so many of us who are invested in this story, who are wanting such a good and happy ending. So 15 million volumes out there in the world. Volume 44 just dropped in Japan. I'm not really sure when we'll be getting that volume, but I can imagine it will be in the next year, I would assume. So, or maybe quicker than a year, but it is definitely coming. Not to be outdone. Not to be outdone. Like, this was some of the first art I saw. Okay, so Otoku Vampires Love Bite. This is a new series that's coming from the same creator as Comicy Kiss. It's coming out in October. I already have my copy on pre-order because I'm just so excited for this. But look at this cover page. It is in the Hana to Yume issue 14 of all things, and I'm like, it is so stunning. I was like, I love it. I was just like, I have to share it. This is like a promotional image in light of Volume 5 that's releasing physically. It's so beautiful. I've never read Comicy Kiss, but I'm so gun-ho for this series, and I'm a little bit sad that I feel like it's really under the radar because, like, we have Last Quarter by the same creator of Nana. We also have Red River, and we have some big series. But I'm like, y'all, this is a big important series too. I'm really excited, and I love this art so much, and I had to share it. I'm gonna share it again because I love it. They look so very beautiful. And you know, during the Hana to Yume, when they had the exhibit in Japan, I don't know if it's still going on, but if you look at all the standees, they were the only ones who were holding hands, y'all. They were the only one, the only couple up there. And I was just like, oh, I was like, it's a sign. Sorry, I'm so excited, but I cannot wait to read this. It sounds amazing. 5 volumes are already out in Japan, and hopefully we will get them volumes here quickly in English because I'm gonna want them for sure. We'll be pre-ordering as soon as I can for each volume because that is just how excited I am for this. I know I've talked a lot about the Hana to Yume issue 14. Okay, there's a lot of cool things in that issue, all right. But in the Hana to Yume magazine issue 15, y'all know the creator of Anonymous Noise. She has been working on a new series, and her new series is going to be starting in that issue. Now, I have read Anonymous Noise. I do have a review of it. I mentioned how it is one of the best love triangles I've ever read. I don't typically like love triangles, but I was so invested in that series. It's so really good. So I'm really interested and excited and intrigued for her new series. The name of it, it's pretty long, is Don't Live Your Youth with Someone Else's Remaining Life. It's 77 pages. It comes out July 5th. Let's look at the illustration art that she shared. I love the characters. I am loving this female chick and how she has black hair, and I don't know what the correct term is, but with it underneath being blonde, I'm here for that. I really love it. I love how both of the characters look. I'm really, really intrigued. I think it was Shoujo Crave. She shared a very brief blurb, and she said it's about an unknown actress who begins her high school life as a new student in performing arts class. I am here for this. I don't know what kind of drama we're going to be getting in this series, but I'm like, if I could handle Anonymous Noise, I could take anything she throws at me with this series. Like, it just sounds good. I'm hoping, you know, that Viz will keep with how they have done in previous years with trends of, like, if they have the creator, then they publish everything else by that creator. Like, we're slowly but surely having that happen. Please do that with this series. I'm very curious to see what it's about. Haven't seen any other art outside of this, which I guess would make sense, but I don't know if she's done any other, like, promotional images or anything like that, but I love this art so much of the characters, and I'm seated. I'm here. Look, I'm trying to refrain from buying more of these shoujo magazines, but every time we get a new series like this, I'm like, I want to buy it. I want to see it for myself. Like, I want to see it. Maybe I need to find, like, some kind of digital subscription. I know one of my friends, she does dessert. I think she has a dessert subscription, and I know it's possible because she lives in the US and that comes out in Japan. I'm like, maybe this is something I seriously need to consider, because even though I can't read Japanese, I just deeply enjoy looking at the pictures. I'm like, that's just so fun, so satisfying to me. And I forget who I was talking to on Instagram, but they're like, you know, for you to be able to feel a lot of emotions just from looking at the illustrations, that's a sign of really good storytelling. And it's so true. I'm like, I don't need to be able to read it to appreciate it. Sorry, you didn't ask for that minor bunny trail there, but I need to figure out what I'm gonna do about this because I want this for the art. I want to see it in all of its glory and see what this story's gonna be about. This is gonna be about some anime news, and I'm assuming it's a shoujo anime, magical magical girls, and it looks so cool. Look at the promo image that we have here. The name of this is called Princess Session Orchestra, and it's supposed to be coming out in 2025. We do have, what is it called, like a PV that's already up on YouTube. I watched it earlier. I love the voices of the three girls, and I'm very, very curious about this. Like, the art style here looks amazing. The way the girls look is amazing. I'm very curious how music is involved in this. There's not much information out there, but I still wanted to share it because I'm blanking. I think it was Shiva who had shared it on Twitter, and I saw it and I was like, that looks really cool. That looks really cool. It says it's an original TV anime, a strong desire to not let anything get in the way. I won't let it be taken away, a piece of song. So I'm assuming music's going to be very involved in this, and that they are, hopefully, maybe magical girls. It looks fantastic, and I'm very intrigued. I hope that we hear more, that we get a full trailer of it, because I want to know more. And I just wanted to share about it today because I thought they looked really cool and really beautiful, and I was just really intrigued. Speaking of things related to music, did anybody see that Nana has a new Nindo coming out? It comes with guitar, stand, microphone, cigarette, strawberry glass, and I guess there's maybe a few other things. Now, I have not read Nana, but I just thought it's cool that we're having a shoujo Nindo, and I believe this is already up for pre-order on Good Smile's website, so if you're interested, definitely go check it out because she looks great. I wonder if we have the other Nana. I have not seen her, so if you have seen her, let me know because that'd be cool. I feel like, you know, they're like really close, and it'd be weird to have one of them but not the other one. You know what I mean? That'd be really, really weird. So hopefully she also gets some love. And speaking of love, if you're like, well, there are no new license announcements because 7 Seas was on hiatus last week, or they said they were taking a break, excuse me. I don't know if they're coming back this week. But there was one new shoujo license that I did see. It's on the Manga Up app. It is a shoujo isekai, and it's called The Black Witch Runs Her Own Boarding House in Another World. Now, I decided to check this out because I am behind, but I have been reading on and off. I'm forgetting the second part of the title, but I've been reading that, and Manga Up has a thing like if you start new series that they promote, you get free like 40 XP points, which can go to reading another series. I'm like, well, hello, I will just read this even if I'm not interested. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a shoujo when I saw the art and whatnot. I really liked what I did read. I think it's a really interesting isekai concept because I don't know of any other isekai that has a boarding house kind of vibe. And this lady is just wants to have one. Well, she does have one in this other world, but it's not successful right now. And she just wants people to stay here. She's like, I don't care who they are, if they're a human, demi-human, or just creature that's not human. Like she has no discrimination against anybody. She just wants to be able to serve them and to be able to help them. And this one guy who she finds out is a certain kind of person comes in and he's like, oh no, this is bad. She's not gonna let me stay. And she's like, no, please stay. I was so tempted to read the second part or chapter 2 because I loved how it ended. And I really love how happy and upbeat the main girl is. So if you're looking for a new shoujo to start, I know of the first chapter is always free, but you have to use like points to read further. I don't know how many chapters are up on. Oh wow, it looks like there's 3 chapters that are up right now. I am intrigued. Yeah, I really wanted to buy more, but I was like, you know, save these XP points for on and off because that's the one I'm most excited and the only one I told myself I would commit to reading on another app because I'm just reading on too many apps. But this one's cute. If you need some shoujo isekai, this one has your back. Now, going on to a little bit of like light novel news, I recently discovered a publisher. I've seen them in the past, but I just bought my first book by them. I'm not really sure how you say this. Is it ETO Publishing? I will leave it right here. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some letters in there when I've said it, but they have a new Kickstarter that's coming, and it's going to be the Tyrant's Etiquette Tutor, and it's going to be a hardcover box set. Now, I have seen some of the tiers that they've mentioned they're going to have when the Kickstarter officially goes live. They're going to have acrylic pens, standee, buttons, washi tape, and some kind of really nice bookmark. And I am curious. One of my friends just reviewed the series. I think it's just volumes 1 through 3, and she shared all the covers. She shared how she really liked it. In fact, I was going to buy volume 1 because of her, but then when I saw this news of this Kickstarter, I was like, well, I'm glad I waited. If it's a hardcover box set and we're getting these exclusive goodies, it's hard for me to say no to that. It's hard for me to say no. I'm like, okay, I will buy it. I want to see what this is. So I'm hoping that this week it will go live and we can see what everything's going to look like because I am super super intrigued. The one I recently got from them that just came in the mail yesterday actually is the Villainous is the heroine's biggest fan. And what I was most intrigued about this, because I sort of have a rule right now that I can't really be buying light novels because I haven't read the ones I have. Minus the Twisted Wonderland though. I'm definitely getting that one. But this one I read the preview online and it was so funny and so good. And what was unique about this Villainous story is that she can't control her mouth. Her mouth says the same things the original Villainous did when she's like reincarnated into this Otome game-like story. And I was like, okay, I will bite, because I'm like, that's a really interesting premise and it really creates a lot of horrible situations for her where she's like, that's not what I mean. Like internally she's thinking that, but her mouth is saying something so much more meaner. So I'm curious to see how things are going to unfold. I read a little bit of it today, still really liked it and really looking forward to it. So I felt like that light novel put this publisher on my radar. And so I wanted to share about the Tyrant's Etiquette Tutor because I'm very curious of how this one will be, because the quality was really nice. The translation seemed nice. And so I thought I would share for anybody else who might be really intrigued too. For my last bit of news, this was pretty exciting because who doesn't like free manga? All right, let's be honest. Who doesn't like reading free digital manga? I mean, I definitely don't mind. If you can get on a sale, that's even better. And this is exactly what's happening is Comicy is having a sale where you can read the first 3 volumes of the series for free. The first one is The War of Greedy Witches, which just physically got licensed by Yen Press here very recently. The next one is called Brutal. Now, I have heard of this manga. I think it's a josei. I did try it on Comicy a while back, but it's like, this is a little bit too much for me. But it was a really interesting series because it's about a guy, I think he's like a policeman, but he's also a hitman or something along those lines, or he's an ex-policeman and now he's a hitman, something along there. The last one is a shoujo, and I have been so curious about this manga for so incredibly long, and that is a side character's love story. I have just been so intrigued by this. I know people who've read it and deeply loved it, and I feel like it's so underrated, and I don't know if it's just because it's like a digital only manga series, and I feel like when it first got covers, because it's with a few different online digital places like Comicy, Azuki, Mangamo, I think, and it's as an ebook online. I feel like the covers, the ebook covers that are on Amazon were just not eye-catching. They just had a basic text slapped on the cover, and even though I knew friends who were very curious or who had said really good things, I never just like actually checked it out. But I love the cover that they have in this graphic, this promo image, and I will say this only goes for until the end of June. So you have until June 30th to check out these first 3 volumes on Comic's website. You don't need any keys or anything like that. You just go on there and just go read it for free. I thought I would share that. It's a good reminder for me because I still, even though I have seen this news like 3-4 days ago, I still have not gone there and checked out the side character manga. So I need to go do that this weekend. I need to do that because I'm going to be so upset if I shared it with y'all and then I don't go and read it myself when I have been wanting to read it for so incredibly long. But that, my friends, is all of the super duper exciting manga news that I have for you guys this week. I hope there was something really interesting to you. I would love to hear what you have been most excited for. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!